From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the L.A. Chargers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Come on.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And they'll hand off to Hull. A strong running. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Hull, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back, and he'll go down at the 28.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A run here with Hull. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6.
Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Herbert. man out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. The Chargers at 2-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. In motion left, Hardman. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
He's to the 15 and down to the 7-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll set up a throw, rolling to his right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He finds his man, complete. It's Saunders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play. Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught. The throw over the middle, taken in. Hook up of 15 yards there, and that'll make it second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run with Hole. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They run the counter. Home. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He's going to try and take off with it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now left side on his swing pass. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Touchdown, LA! It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. Put the lead to 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past midfield. Look out. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body. Get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now a 2nd and 6. Herbert now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
In motion right goes Sutton. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Gonna throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Home to trips right.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On the give, here's McBride. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now Herbert off the bootleg. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Crawford. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to claw one back. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Hull. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hull, and he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah.
Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
16 yards is the pickup there at a first down for L.A. Back to throw here, Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Complete. It's Johnson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here now a third down and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Crawford. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Hey, Ram.
On first down, it's Crawford. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
We'll go orange.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On second down, it's Crawford. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
21.
Herbert on third down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. Crawford trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Jalen Thompson.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now third down and 6 to go. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now they send a man in motion right. On 4th down, Herbert, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Hull. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. We have played 3 quarters. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Home to about the 35, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now a throw here to his running back, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
From the 46, here's second down and 5. Herbert changing things up.
And they'll give him an up. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run the counter. Hull. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Hull gets around him. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. And now a run with McBride.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Here's McBride.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single